Well, welcome back again to Aztec Connects. Myself and Ron Price here with you today. And we want to, again, tell you how much we appreciate you tuning into these and hopefully using what you can get from these to move your life forward in whatever direction that might be. And, one of the things I know is very important, Ron, we've talked about it in the past. We do quite a bit of it oftentimes before we get on, but that's laughter. And I think that's going to be our big topic today is the importance of laughter.
It is, Kirk. And again, I spoke at the Aztec Chamber of Commerce, oh my, 6 or 7 years ago now, probably. I was the guest speaker, and Vanjie Neal, who was the director at the time, introduced me as Ron Price, author, speaker, and humorist. And I didn't ask her to say that. I had never claimed that title, but as soon as she said it, I went, yeah. It was one of those serendipitous moments. That's who I am. I go into a store and people come up to me and say, can I help you? I put on my most serious look and say, do you have psychiatric training? And I'm telling you, the look, as they're backing up away from me in abject terror, uh, they say, no. I said, that's all right. Where can I find this or that? I called somebody yesterday. I do this a lot too. Can I speak with so-and-so? And they say, no, I'm sorry, they just went into a meeting. I said, well, just interrupt them. Tell them it's me. I'm sure they'll talk to me. And there's this deathly silence on the other end. Uh-oh, how do I handle this clown? We don't laugh enough. We
No,
don't
we,
laugh
we
enough.
don't. We
I
don't.
was driving down the road. Oh man, this was 7 or 8 years ago. Listening to a local radio station, and they said, all right, here's this morning's trivia question. Children do this 300 or 400 times a day, adults less than 12. What is it? I picked up my phone. I said, laugh. They said, you win. And isn't that a shame?
Yeah.
Isn't that a shame? I saw one statistic. It says by the time we're age 35, we laugh less than 15 times a day. And again, kids, think about kids that you're around. They're laughing all the time.
Right.
So is laughter really a big deal? Well, let's see. Do you know that laughter releases endorphins? Endorphins are those feel-good chemicals. If you're down, a good hearty laugh will release endorphins and maybe change your mood. It boosts immunity. Are we hearing a little bit about having healthy immune systems these days? Laughter can help to do that. It helps to relieve stress. I'm looking off, I do a PowerPoint presentation on the health benefits of laughter, and I'm just looking at some of these. It increases oxygen intake. Kirk, I don't know where you come down on this debate, but I don't think oxygen is overrated. I think,
No, I think if it ever goes short supply, there's going to be a lot of things that become short supply.
there you go. There you go. We'll notice it when we're missing it. It can lower blood pressure. Now, I always throw in this disclaimer. I'm not a doctor. I don't even play one on TV. Now, folks have to go back 20 years to catch the humor in that one.
Mm-hmm.
But this is what I challenge people to do. If you're on blood pressure medication, stay on your blood pressure medication. Come on. Don't be foolish. I'm not saying, oh, just laugh and it'll all be fine. But how about this? Get a recent marking, a recent test to know where you're at, and then set about to laugh heartily for the next 3 months, 6 months. Make it a regular part of your life. And then go back to the doctor and get another test. And the doctor might say, wow, you're improving. We can lower your blood pressure medication. Why not?
Right.
There's a guy named, oh, come on. Cousins, Norman Cousins. He wrote the book, The Anatomy of an Illness. We may have talked about this on the program. I'm not positive, but he was the publisher of the Saturday Evening Review, I think, something. You know me, I never let facts get in the way of a good story. But he was some highfalutin publisher, and he came down with a disease that I think was ankylosing spondylosis. Now, you're not going to correct me, and neither is anybody else, because I had never heard of it either, and neither had he, but it was a very serious disease, very serious. His body was turning to cement. It was all the muscles and ligaments and tendons were starting to freeze up one by one. And they said, you've got to decide, do you want to be stuck in a lying position or a sitting position the rest of your life, or standing, whatever, because that's your only option. He said, no, I don't believe that. He had heard that laughter is a good medicine. Now, Kirk, you and I know that's out of the Bible. Norman Cousins was not a godly man, as far as I know his story, but he had heard it and he said, hey, let me try it. And so he got old candid camera movies. He got all sorts of other humors, and he forced himself to laugh. And I don't mean just, I meant he forced himself.
Yeah.
Tell me when to stop.
You can stop. But
Okay, thank you.
But yeah, that helps.
It does. And Kirk, he laughed himself back to health.
Wow.
You read his book, he laughed himself back to health. Now he's passed on again since, I shouldn't say again, he's passed on since then of natural causes. But Anatomy of an Illness, read the book. In fact, I saw a movie. They did a movie with Edward Asner and somebody from MASH telling his story. It was a Prime movie. Great, great story. Health benefits of laughter. It raises your pain threshold. It replenishes and invigorates cells. Hold on, I got to go to my next slide. It increases the response of tumor and disease-killing cells such as gamma interferon and T cells. Defends against respiratory infections, reducing the frequency of colds by immunoglobulin in the saliva. Am I making the point that laughter is good medicine? It reduces stress hormones such as cortisol and adrenaline, gives a workout. I love this one. It gives a workout to the diaphragm, abdominal, respiratory, facial, leg, and back muscles. Kirk, have you ever heard the expression or said, I laugh so hard my sides hurt?
Yes, yes.
Do you know that's literally true? That
Yeah,
you are exercising muscles that you've not used in a while. And so there's some discomfort there. It verges on pain, but you know what? It's worth it.
Yeah.
The pain will go away. The health benefits of laughter will continue. Every time you laugh, a good hearty laugh, you burn up 3.5 calories. Laughter, it injects into your body endorphins 10 times more powerful than morphine, the pain-killing drug morphine. Now, I had stop it, Ron. I had knee surgery several years ago, and I got to be a big fan of that morphine stuff. Now, I didn't get addicted, thankfully, but I'll tell you what, I was glad it was there. Now I know, in addition to having the morphine ready, I should have been laughing more. I might not have needed it. I don't know. And I'm not in a hurry to have more surgery just to test that hypothesis. But I'm telling you, we don't laugh enough. And again, we're in serious times. You and I have talked about that. I want to make sure we're balancing here. I'm not just saying life's a party. Come on, everybody just smile and all your problems will go away. Just, stop it. But in the midst of our difficulties, we have opportunities to laugh. Now, I had challenged you to come up with a joke or a funny story. I'll do one, but let's see if we can go back and forth for a little bit on this. I heard this one just recently. I don't think I shared it with you yet. I've been on a good exercise program lately. I've really been staying consistent. In fact, most days I get out of bed, I run around the block 2 or 3 times. And then I put the block back under the bed.
Oh, yeah, that I've heard of it. It doesn't get old.
It's funny.
Well, yeah, it is funny. So, do you know why the can crusher quit his job?
Why the can crusher quit his job? I feel like Ed McMahon to your Johnny Carson. No, why did the can crusher quit his job?
It was soda pressing.
Okay, what's that expression? Be careful what you ask for, you might just get it.
Staff over here is used to the corny jokes from me, so they're not going to get anything but corny jokes.
You and I both know Jim Baker. He's the pun master. He's the punniest man I know. And all right, how about this? Here's a couple for you. I found this. I've got a file, by the way. I call it Wit and Humor. I also have an inspirations file because I do get to give presentations on occasion and I like to have material that's good. So I save them. So wit and humor, I capture them, emails or
Mhm.
whatever.
It's a great idea.
It is, and same with expressions. So here's one on angels. I only know the names of two angels. This is Gregory, age 5. Hark and Harold. Hark, the Harold angel. Um, Here's Olive, age 9. Everybody's got it all wrong. Angels don't wear halos anymore. I forget why, but scientists are working on it. All right. Here's one more. Mitchell, age 7. Angels work for God and watch over kids when God has to do something else.
There you go.
Out of the mouths of babes. What do you got? You got another one that's
Yeah,
torturous?
I'll share another one. This Snell bought a new sports car, and it was one of the souped up Corvette, turbo, everything. And there's nice red color, and he liked to drive it down the street and leave in and out of traffic. Well, he took it to the body shop, and he asked the body shop, says, "Can you paint a big S on each door?" And they said, "You want us to paint an S on this nice car?" He goes, "Yes." And they asked the Snell, they said, "Well, why do you want to do that?" And the Snell said, "Well, I love to weave in and out of traffic and go by people really fast. And when I do, I want them to look over and say, 'Look at that S cargo.'" So I'm not going to tell you where I'm getting my material, but
Please don't. Please don't. That must be a petty misdemeanor or maybe a felony. Hey, you know what? We are about out of time. Can we do this again though? Can we
absolutely.
do
I think
another
that,
episode? Let's get people laughing. I think
yeah,
that'd be a worthwhile way to spend our time. What do you think?
laughing, or they'll be sending me new jokes. But either way, we
And you know
so
what? You're retiring soon anyway, so what do you got to lose?
no, I don't. And I'm not losing anything, but the district's got a lot to gain. So,
There you go. Hey,
and
stop
that's
being
not a joke. But anyway, yeah, let's do it again. And laughter. We spent a little bit of time on this one, but we're going to come back with another episode and talk more about the importance of laughter. And yes, you'll probably get a couple more corny jokes from me. But Ron, your jokes are pretty good. So
Thank
somebody's got to carry the weight on this. So we appreciate that, and we appreciate you being with us again today.
Bye, y'all.